All right, boys and girls, today we're gonna make a birdhouse. Oh my goodness, I love birds. There's so many different kinds, and a birdhouse keeps them nice and warm and safe during the winter and the summer. So let's make a birdhouse. So the first thing we're gonna do is some drawing, and then we're gonna outline and then add color. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark the very top center of my paper with a little dot. So I use my pencil and I just mark it with a dot. Can you guys see my little dot? Then I'm gonna draw a diagonal line almost to the side of the page. I'm gonna stop before I get there though. So there's one. I'm gonna go over it a few times just so you can see it nice and dark. And then I draw the same line on the other side. Just like that. Now, this is going to be a roof, so we're going to add a second row or set of diagonal lines. So I'm going to go down just a little bit, and I'm going to draw a second line that's going to stop at the same place. So it kind of looks like an upside down letter V, a nice thick one. Then all I'm going to do is attach the two sides with some curve lines for my roof. So there's my roof. Doesn't that look nice? All right, so where my curve line is, I'm gonna draw a line down, but I don't wanna go all the way down because I wanna leave room for some more details. Then I drew the other side and I go down, just like that. Now I'm gonna connect the two lines with a line, but this time, this line is actually gonna go past the bottom of my house. This is a little platform for my bird to stand on. Now I'm gonna add a second one right below it. And just like the top one, I'm gonna connect it with some curve lines. So now it has a little stand. Speaking of stands, we want it to look like it's on a pole. This is to keep the other animals away, like squirrels and other things that might want to eat all the seeds or even the eggs of the bird. So I'm going to add a pole that's going to hold this up. So right at the bottom, right below this line, I'm going to add two lines side by side, just like that. So now I have a pole holding up my birdhouse. Now I feel like we need a few more details just so it really looks like a birdhouse. So now we're gonna add some supports to really make sure it doesn't wiggle or wobble. So I'm gonna go off to the side and add two diagonal lines going towards the center of the page. And then I'm gonna do the opposite on the other side. So they go the other direction, but they're also pointing towards the center. That way it looks like my bird has something very sturdy to sit on. Now my bird needs something to get into so it's nice and safe. So we're gonna add a little window or hole. So I'm gonna put a circle right in the middle. And this can be any shape you want. All right. Now we're gonna add a little stand for the bird to stand on so they can get inside the house. They can also stand on the ledge here, but it's nice to have a little stand. So I'm gonna add a few little diagonal lines. Now I know this looks silly at first, but it's gonna look great when we're all done. So I had two diagonal lines, a curved line, and a circle on the end. So now I have a little stick poking out, just like that. And I like to add some lines so it looks like it's made out of wood. Okay? So all we have left is the bird. So let's switch to marker so you can really see my bird. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna just do pen because I'm gonna be painting my bird. So let's do pen. Now I can put my bird anywhere I want to. I can put it sitting on the roof. He can actually be standing on his little stick here, or I'm gonna put him on the little ledge. So I'm gonna make my bird nice and big because he's gonna be big enough to fit in this hole. So I'm gonna draw the bottom of my bird by drawing a big smile, back and forth. Big smile, do you see that? And it's okay if it crosses another line because we'll erase where the bird is. Now I'm gonna pick one side. I can pick this side or that one. And I'm gonna add a rainbow on top, a short rainbow. And this is gonna be his little head. So there's a short rainbow. And then where this line ends and this one ends, I'm gonna add a smile. So a little smile. And now I have the shape of my little bird body. Cute. And all I have left is the eye and the beak and his little wing. I can also add some little feathers on the tail, and I can also add some little legs. So there's my little bird. Now, because I don't want it to look like the birdhouse chopped my bird in half, I'm gonna erase that line. And now I'm gonna trace everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over my lines with my pen. Boys and girls, so now all I have left to do is to color it in. So I'm gonna use lots of bright and fun colors on my birdhouse, and I think I'm gonna color it in with paints today. So I got my water ready and my paints, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'll see you when I'm all done painting. Boys and girls, I hope you had fun making your birdhouse. I'll see you later. Bye.